now we are done with the blocking plus. It's finally time for us to Playblast our animation and see what we've got. So this is our timeline, 46 seconds, which is about 1,000 frames. So it was actually longer than I thought. I thought it was 40 seconds, but it's actually 46. So let me just go switch back to my DOP sheet here. So this is my DOP sheet. So what I've done with the breakdowns is that I've put them with the blue color. If you want to know how to do that, you just select your keyframe like this, then you press the letter R on your keyboard, then you choose breakdown. It just gives your keyframes, your keys a different color. It doesn't do anything, just changes the color of your keys so that you can identify your keys from the breakdowns. Now let me just render out the Playblast. Let's go into cam view here. Let's hide everything. Let's put our color like this. Our render output, I'm going to put it on my desktop. So Gamu potencing, Gamu render. Let's select this folder. So that's where our images are going to be saved. Now render, viewport render. So it's supposed to be maybe at the bottom here. Yes, viewport render animation. So let's do this. Oh, start from frame. I'm supposed to start from frame 30. I forgot to set that up. But anyway, we're just going to continue. Okay. Probably let me just cut off recording and then I'll come back when it's done with rendering. Alright guys, it's finally done rendering. Let's just view animation and see what we've got. And the good thing about this, before I play back, is that since we have not play blasted from the beginning of our animation up to this point, our eyes are still fresh and we will be able to quickly pick out what's working and what's not in our animation, right? So let's view animation. So it's just processing. Okay. And here we go. This is what we have so far, guys. Yes, we still have some work in our polish and spline. Some of the motions are not smooth. We also have some, you can see some pops on the elbows. And some funky things which are happening with the head. Okay, let's stop this. We still have some work ahead of us in the polish and spline stage, but I think for the polish and spline I'm not going to record it, just because the way that I'm going to do this, let me just tell you how I polish and spline. First of all, let's save this. Let's give this a fake user and then duplicate it. This one is going to be for our spline and polish bus. So spline and polish. Right. Let me bring back my controls. So the way that I do my spline and polish is I do this in chunks. So I start from, since my animation is starting from frame 30, I'm going to play blast from frame 30 to maybe 100. Right, so I'll just play blast this chunk from frame 30 to 100, then I just work on this particular chunk, I work on the graph. I go into my graph editor. Let's go to the graph editor. Sorry, graph editor. There we go. So I go into my graph editor and I start polishing from the root, this main controller, and then I work my way up the hierarchy. From this controller, I move on to this one, to this one, to this one. Then I move on to the arms. I move on to the legs. So that's how I do my spline and polish. And because our animation is let's see, 1000. Our last keyframe is 1135 frames. It would take forever for me to really record the process, because it's going to be a back and forth thing. I'll work on a chunk, I Playblast and replay until I'm satisfied with the result. Then I move on to the next chunk. So I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to stop recording and work on this, and I'll be back and show you guys the finished result. Okay, cool.